Hey, welcome to part 2 of the discussion with Christian. We're going to dive straight back into the action as we talk about diversity in film and TV. I hope you enjoy.
K-pop is such a powerful community, and there's so much passion in it. There's a certain way I felt like if I was treading on eggshells and stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like, how can I do it where I can still talk about K-pop, because I do enjoy the music, I do enjoy the dancing, but I do feel like the fandom for certain different groups can be quite toxic. This is coming from an anime person as well.
Yeah.
I was like, what can I do? So then I was like, well, I'm a dancer, so why didn't I look at dance practices in K-pop?
Yeah.
So then I was like, yo, let me just do that. So then I started speaking to my audience, asking for... The views are nowhere near as much as my reactions before, but the passion and the drive and the connection between myself and audience is just...
Right.
So now...
And this is it, and this is why I wanted to get you on as the first sort of guest in this new segment, is because that's just such a crazy niche that you found.
Yeah, it's
a dancer reacting to, as you say, to dance stuff in K-pop. And especially then when you consider it more that, you're black, British, do you know what I mean? How have you found, has that altered the experience at all, or does it, within the K-pop fandom, does it not really matter?
No, not at all, really. I would say, basically, even though I am the only K-pop channel on the whole of YouTube, because facts... There's
only one.
There's only one. That's myself. There's no one else. Basically, there is a very big YouTuber who's in that community, and he's a black guy. I think his name is Briss X, and people started kind of comparing me to him, and I didn't realize who he was, and because I don't watch reactions anyway, I was like, oh, what? So I clicked on the thing, and I was like, oh my god, this guy does what I do, but he's been doing it way longer. I'm like, whoa. So I think the community and were already really used to a black person giving their insight.
Yeah.
Maybe not as a dancer, but already used to that. And also I find that the viewers tend to be very polite. I'm not a mean person. I don't necessarily say things to offend people or anything. So there's no reason for the audience to be negative, if that kind of makes sense, unless you say something that they don't agree with. Then that's why that's why I wanted to make a content where can I give my input, where it's you have to listen to me. it's not like if I'm treading on your thing. Now it's
territory,
on your territory. Now it's you come to me and let me give you my input on your kind of stuff. And then it's really been a good balance. So so it actually hasn't affected it at all. If anything, at first maybe a few people were like, oh wow, and it drew them to me. I
remember you saying that when you were first starting. You were saying actually they quite like that there's someone outside, or that is enjoying it as much as they do.
The most 90%. 90% of the K-pop fandom are lovely, and if they're just happy that people are seeing their favorite artists, their favorite idols, their favorite groups. They're just happy that it's just being spread out more. They don't care who's watching it, and that's something I've really loved about the K-pop community. Obviously, you do hear about toxic fandoms and this and that, but that's the same in anything. Star Wars, anime, One Piece, Dragon Ball Z fandom, guys, come on! You guys want to talk about toxic fandoms? Oh my god!
If they're any worse than Star Wars or Doctor Who, then
I don't know, man. I don't know. I would say the Dragon Ball Z fandom are quite up there. What? And the thing is, most of the fandoms is the toxic ones were 25 or something. Dragon Ball Z came out 30 years ago. We might know stuff about Dragon Ball Z, but we wouldn't no.
That's a whole other
video. But in general, the K-pop community are absolutely lovely. Absolutely lovely. They're very... This is something that, which are probably going to lead into the YouTube afterwards, is they involve themselves a lot with my content.
Right.
And that's something that I found that YouTube a lot. The more engagement there is on your content, the more they want to push it. So even when my channel was a lot smaller, so last year my channel blew.
It was I remember your channel at the end of 2018 was on 200 subscribers, and you're now nearing 16k, right?
So I think so. It was so I think last year is when I think it got 15,800 subscribers last year. That was just last year alone. But that was through. There was but it has been hard though. It's not hard, but it's been interesting because when you start getting those kind of views, you get kind of like hungry and you're like, oh no, I have a video that's got 100,000 views now. But at the same time, it also like, so there's that balance of when I changed to the Dance Reacts too, I'm not getting those kind of views anymore. But the comments are so much more connected. It just feels nicer. It feels more rewarding, and I like that. It's nice. It's like having.
Well, so I mean, I found the same thing when I originally transitioned from being just that general rant channel into a film and TV channel. So to actually get a bit more of a community, and I've got some great guys that comment on my stuff now, and I check their stuff out, and
as you said, it's literally it's that community side. It's that community side that I don't want to just be another K-pop channel. And that's what I want to be, the only one.
You are the only one.
Exactly. Obviously, I am the only one. Yeah, of course. So just finding a way that I feel like I can be useful to them. So people come to my channel, and then I feel like I've achieved something.
Let's move on now to talking about the current diversity and representation in maybe stuff that you watch. I kind of want to look quite specifically into when animes, when they come over to America and they're made into films. A lot of these films, they'll put in a star to help sell it a bit more, to obviously make it easier for the Western market, but then also at the same time, East Asian people, they do live here. Is there something in that?
Yeah, but I think that's mostly to do with studios themselves. Most studios, as great as it is that they're allowing our kind of media entertainment to be, more publicized worldwide, and it's it's they're popular now. It's in pop culture. The issue is, it's like you have to realize the people who are at the very top are still people who are disconnected. These millionaires who are totally disconnected. So
billionaires at this point.
I do. What I'm talking about. Multi-billionaires who are totally disconnected. So. Even like you'll have all these scripts and the castings and all that. It's never because you're in that. It will never just be like, oh, we found this one person, let's go for it. Even if that one person is perfect, they'll probably make them have a line of like 10 different people, and then for whatever reason they might end up choosing the person who's the least, who's not even meant to be for that role, but might have been like a plan G. Not even plan B, C, D, E, F, just a plan G. It's like this person, and then like. But because maybe their history or their background history in acting, as you said, it may be really popular, that some studios will go with that. So it's not necessarily always the anime company's faults or the
I never thought it would be the anime company's fault. There is a difference from changing a character that was originally black or Asian to white, and there is. It's a lot different than changing a character that is white to then a different race.
So it also does go into the whole like. What are you going for? Are you going for a loosely based adaptation?
Sure.
Or are you going for this is the live action version of what you love, what you grew up with, and then you just shit on it?
Well,
pretty much.
Some great examples. Last Airbender.
Airbender. Also, what's it called again? Death Note. What went on with that?
So I didn't watch the film version because I heard so many bad things, and I was still getting into the anime at the time.
Watch the anime, finish the anime, have a breather, enjoy maybe a month bask in it for a bit, and then when you're just sitting there one day, and you're like, you know what? I want to watch something that's so bad it's funny.
Yeah. Okay.
And then just watch it like that, and then you'll be like, oh my god, you did what?
I mean, I did the same thing with the last Airbender with my girlfriend. So I introduced her to Avatar and instantly fell in love with it because who doesn't fall in love with Avatar? And then I eventually said, all right, come on, let's sit down. You got it. Everyone, it's a rite of passage. Everyone's got to go through it.
Yeah.
10 minutes, and she was like, no. I was like, come on, let's keep going. She's like, no. I think she probably got up and walked out the room.
No. So that's what I was saying. So a lot of the time it is to do with like it being Americanized. I don't know if that's even a phrase, but it is now. I'm coining it.
Done.
Whereas in like, I'm not necessarily just going to blame like it being Americanized for the quality of it, but the casting and how it's been directed. Yeah, that's because it's Americanized, but the quality of it, nah. Like the Japanese studios have also made trash live action anime stuff as well. So that's why it's no one can do it perfect. Like the anime community and like just the otaku community themselves, we can't be angry every time there's like a bad adaptation or a bad whatnot, because this happens in every every form of media, whether it be James Bond, or whether it was like before Daniel Craig got chosen. Do you remember it's like, oh, he's too old, he's too big, he's too muscular.
Yeah, well, it was too blonde.
There was so much going there, and then it's like, and then suddenly the newspapers, the SJWs are like, hey, you like too blonde? Let's make it a black woman. Like, let's see how you like that. But in general, it is pretty much the studios, and it just depends on like how you have a take on it. I do feel it is unfair though when it's that fine line of we are acting, it's acting. So, like anyone can play anybody. It's acting. I mean, for crying out loud, Shakespeare days, men were playing the women's roles. It's acting, and I feel like people just forget that. But at the same time, it's like America's so diverse that you can definitely find somebody of that nationality, of that race to actually personify.
Well, I mean, you look at Black Panther a couple of years back. You look at Mulan coming out later this year. Yeah. Like the talent is there.
Yeah, but the talent
is there.
The talent is there. It just depends on what the studios want. And the thing is, the studios know what's going on, but it's not always the studios. Yeah. It's kind of like at a workplace. Yeah. Like when customers come to a workplace, if the company's going to the shits and but you have to go to work and you work there, it's like, okay, but the customers come through and go, I don't like the quality of not your service, but they don't like the quality of the work or whatever you're working at initially. Then all you can say is it's the manager's fault. Literally, you voiced these issues to the manager. But then it's really up to the manager to say something. But even then, the manager may not be the owner of the company. Then the owner, they may have to be. There's a little side joke I'm not going to bring, maybe off screen. But if, for example, if there's a couple of things that need to be fixed, no one knows apart from because we used to work together as well.
Yeah, we know.
Then we would ask about it a lot, but it couldn't be changed because it had to be the people at the very top that sort out. Yeah. So that's the same when it comes to movies and adaptations and castings and that stuff. Sure. It's not always.
Yeah, and as I say, an actor would be cast because they're the ones that are selling the tickets. Yeah. Look at Ghost in the Shell with Scarlett Johansson. Scarlett Johansson was placed there. I mean, she's a great actress. Don't get me wrong, but she will sell tickets for the American audience. Yeah. So I understand it from the business side of view, but I think just on a more ethical, moral point of view, it's slightly different. But the market's changing as well, and I'm not going to go deep into that now because I had a video come out already, which you can check if I put the card up on the top of the screen. Boom. So make sure you check that out, and you'll see what I mean about how the market is changing and what the audiences want to see is changing. That there is more of a push now to actually cast the people who are of those nationalities, who are of those races, and so on and so forth.
I think,
but but then still at the end of the day, it is acting. Us actors on our CVs, we all list down what accents we can do, so that we can play those. So that we can play roles of people of those nationalities. That's still a massive thing. I mean, you look at how many Brits go over to America and perform with American accents.
So that alone, if you really think about it, Spider-Man is British. Yep. Okay. Batman was British for a while. Yep. Yeah. Superman is British. Yep. Yeah, so we've got what? Henry Cavill. Yeah. Henry Cavill, Superman. Yeah. Tom Holland. Yeah. Spider-Man. And Christian Bale, Batman. Yep. I'm sure you can get people that look the part. In America, which is one of the biggest countries in the world, which I even feel weird saying that. It feels like it's a huge continent, but
I know what you mean. Yeah.
And there's definitely people that could fill those roles. So that's why I was saying before. It goes into all categories, into all the different areas of movies.
And this is why there's never really a right or wrong answer to any of it. I think what it is these studios need to make sure that they are putting the opportunity, at least, I always feel at bare minimum the opportunity's got to be put out there. And there's got to be not just seem to be making an effort, but an actual conscious effort as well. Yeah. I mean, and I always remember the story with how Christoph Waltz got found by Tarantino. Because Tarantino wanted to film for Inglourious Basterds, he wanted to film in parts of Europe, and I think there was a lot of the countries they were putting into the contracts with the production company saying, well, you need to audition our actors as well. Yeah. And then, obviously Hollywood will go, yeah, sure, we'll do that, but we've got this American actor we already want to cast. Yeah. And he saw Christoph Waltz in audition and was like, okay, I think I found my Nazi officer. Great.
Yeah, and I think that's how it should be.
Yeah.
doesn't mean that like,
But this is what I'm saying. Like, even though it had to be written into a contract, I don't know if that is actually true. This is just what I've heard. If it was written into the contract or not, but the opportunity was given to actors of those nations to actually audition for the film, and then they found who they wanted. You know.
It's interesting that because I guess like if we had Americans trying to do English, I think us Brits, like, we're not as patriotic as the Americans, but I know that like when it comes to that, there'd be like a hellstorm outside. Do you know what I mean? If suddenly they're doing like the royal family and then like it was like an American like playing the main role. I don't know. Is there? I don't watch those American TV shows. Those British shows. Are they mostly English?
Yeah. I mean, I can't, off the top of my head, I can't think of any American actor that's giving a British accent in something of recent times. Maybe there is something. If anybody does know, please hit me up in the comment section down below. But I can't think of anything. It did, yeah.
Oh, it's interesting that. But yeah.
There will be something out there.
Yeah, there's about someone who's going to be like, oh, you
forgot about this one,
The Crown or Downton Abbey. I was like, mate, I don't watch TV. Why would the one thing I watch be Downton Abbey? Even I heard it's good though.
All right, I think that is a good place to probably wrap up.
No, it's been an awesome conversation.
I
mean, I spoke for most of it, but hey.
Well, that's the whole point of having a guest on. Oh. I can relax once.
It's like, who can I get on that will talk
forever?
Chris is talking.
Yeah. How about the guy that has a channel of Chris is talking and ChrisStillBeTalkin? Perfect. Perfect.
One time, I know it's really weird talking about this. One time, there's one person. I think you saw that comment. Somebody was like, "Oh, you're just talking so much."
He talks a lot. Yeah,
he talks a lot. And I don't know because it was one of the first times my channel was blowing up.
Yeah.
I was like, it dug a little bit. It dug a little bit because I was like, oh my god, someone thinks I talk a lot. And then like a girl I was seeing then just she backed me. She was like, and then a few other people then started like saying stuff like that. But they're all nice. But it was just like, okay, I feel good.
I think like weird, isn't it, that his channel's called
Chris is Talking. Yeah. Oh man, that was I've had some interesting experiences so far. Right. But yeah. But no, it has been really nice checking out your new set and just having these kind of conversations. Especially it's like when I'm normally in front of a camera, I'm normally just giving away loads of dance kind of tips or just goofing around. So
something different.
Yeah, it's something different. It's been really nice, man. Thanks, dude.
Thank you, man, for coming.
That was like a huge. That was like. I didn't know what was going on.
Remember that.
We've got to remember that. Probably won't.
No,
forgot.
Well, we got the video evidence, so we can.
I'll share it on my YouTube.
Cool. Great. So, I hope you really enjoyed this video, guys. Do make. Cool, I really hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Do let me know in the comment section down below all your thoughts and feelings about everything we have spoken about today. Make sure you go check out Chris is Talking and ChrisStillBeTalkin. You know what you're going to be going after now. We've got anime, we've got K-pop, so head on over, check it out. See if there is something you like there.
Boom. And also, thanks for having me on as well, dude. It's been good. And hopefully I'll message you for a collab on my channel soon.
Let's do it.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Sweet. All right. Peace out, kids. Oh, no, wait. I've got a different sign-off now. I just say Hakuna MaChatter. I should do that. Yeah. I'm going to redo the sign-out. Thank you very much, everybody. Hakuna MaChatter.